Let me ask you something. Why would you want to rent when you could buy one of my apartments? Let me tell you a little bit about my apartments first of all. All of my apartments are on the first floor. So that means that you don't have to you don't have any trouble carrying in groceries or furniture. So that what I'm saying is that's less trouble moving in and out. But also, because they're on the first floor, you don't have anybody downstairs that's cooking and making strange smelling foods. You don't have anybody downstairs that could possibly be smoking and be careless with a cigarette. You don't have any bumping and grinding noises in the middle of the night. You don't have any loud music. So it's much more private being on the first floor. All my apartments are new. So that means the appliances are new. The refrigerator, the range, the microwave, the sink is new. The toilet's new. Nobody's ever sat on the toilet. The carpeting is brand new. No dog has ever doo-dooed on the carpet. And you have your own personal laundry area. So you don't have to be using somebody else's or some laundry area that's set up for the whole apartment complex. You've got your own private laundry, and we supply a brand new washer and dryer. Here's a biggie, especially for people that have children. In my apartments, you can have a pet. Most places won't let you have a pet. Also, let me explain how this parking works. Right outside your front door, you're going to have 2-car parking. That's a big feature. You don't have to be worried about carrying groceries or anything and looking for your parking space, especially when there's a storm. All of our apartments have peepholes by the front door and security bolts, deadbolts. And outside you've got exterior lighting and you have exterior faucets, which is a big thing in case you want to fill a wading pool for wash your car. And you can add in the living room, dining room, and kitchen furniture for about another $50 a month. Furthermore, every one of my apartments has central air, so you don't have to be dealing with those window units that you see sometimes. All of the improvements that you make in this apartment are going to be yours. Lots of times people get the apartment just the way they want it, and then circumstances force them to move, change a job or whatever, and all that has to be left to the advantage of the landlord or to the person moving in. Remember, because you're buying the apartment, a portion of the rent, quote unquote, is tax deductible in this case because you own it. There's a yard around every one of my apartments because you're on the first floor. So because you have a yard, you can have a nice little garden out there if you want. You can raise some vegetables or some flowers, whichever you prefer. And also, every one of the rooms in my apartments has a window. So they're not dark. You have a window there that you can look out and enjoy your flower garden, or you can watch your kids playing in the yard. So it has a bit of security reference to it. And also, most of our park suites have a deck. So you can sit out there with a grill and enjoy your outdoors. Most of my park suites or apartments will accommodate a fireplace at an additional cost of only $30 a month. All of my apartments or park suites are well insulated to protect from the weather and outside noise. The rent I charge comes in 2 categories, the apartment rent portion and the land rent, about 50% each. We guarantee that the apartment rent portion will not increase for up to 20 years. A portion of every rent payment goes toward full ownership, and you can have 5, 7, 10, or 20-year lease terms. And all of our tenants are carefully screened in order to guarantee that you have a good neighbor. Now, a typical apartment or park suite is 14 feet wide by 66 feet long, so it's 924 square feet, which is larger than most apartments, and the home and land portion would be plus or minus $850 a month, and that's after an upfront cost of about $6,000. And we have park suites available in many areas, so call us for open areas. Now, the name of the company that I'm dealing with is Love Homes. And I've been talking to you for the last couple of minutes about the advantages of buying one of my apartments. But really, what I'm trying to do is compare a normal apartment with one of my manufactured homes, and renting an apartment versus buying one of my manufactured homes. It doesn't make sense to me that with all the advantages of having your own home that's larger than an apartment and just about the same cost, that people would opt for an apartment where they are building no equity and there is no other advantage. So I've been trying to get you to think in a different way about buying a manufactured home by comparing it to an apartment, and I hope that we've done some good there. And I want you to think about it. And when you get done thinking about it, I hope you come out on my side.